Welcome to the final of Battle for Dalaran. It's basically a show match with two pro solo players that were invited, Hawk and Sonic, and one player that won. Let's see, are we able to join the game?
Did you get a black screen as well?
Yes.
Or is it just me? Okay.
Let's see.
Because there's not so much to comment on from my side.
Yeah. Let me quickly check. I was expecting something like that, so I was a bit hesitant on the introduction in the first place, knowing that it might be.
Yeah, maybe we should postpone this game to, like, say, in a month when Reforged is released.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, it's sponsored even, so I'm not sure that's going to happen. But
Wow,
I'm in. Wow,
I'm
in.
getting a display. Yeah.
Wow, that only took.
Okay. Is it now I can adjust the volume, or will the game crash?
Just try it. I'm muted still. Sound. Wow. All right, so.
Oh, that's
save.
really cool.
Okay, so it took a while, but this is the final for Battle for Dalaran. My name is Hightech, and I am with So tonight, who managed to join last second after taking half an hour to download the beta. And I think this is the first competitive FFA match with Reforged graphics, so I'm really excited.
Yeah.
And we do have.
This is my first time to actually start a game or see a game in Reforged.
You have not seen it?
So,
wow,
yeah.
Okay. Honestly, I think the graphics drastically improved in recent weeks. And while I probably won't get used to the new graphics ever, and I guess we will find many weaknesses tonight, but being a Night Elf player myself, I really like the Night Elf buildings. Like, it's really, I love them. Like, if you zoom in, it's it
looks really good from my end too. I think there's been like some disappointment about the graphics in the community, but from my point of view, everything gets better and better as developers work on it. So I think people should be calm and wait for it to improve.
Yeah, I guess it may take some time. There might be some things that are difficult to fix, and it's just also we are all so used to the old graphics, so I think it's that we need new players, and I don't think it's that big of a deal if you are even able to play with old graphics still. My biggest worry is that the game isn't stable once they release it by end of January, and they immediately shut down the current BattleNet, but we'll see what's going to happen. And let me quickly, I guess the volume of the game is still a bit too loud here, so I need to...
Yeah, I didn't manage to turn it down. Every time I switch, it switches back to the standard.
You need to click on save at the bottom left, in case you haven't done that.
That's a save button. Okay.
Yeah. So players might play with old graphics actually. So currently, if you deactivate the HD setting in this Reforged beta, it will take you back to like old models. But as far as I know, it's only the unit and hero and building models. So animations are still like new, and also the map, like the trees and the doodads are all the are in like updated with updated graphics. So it's not feeling exactly like the normal old Warcraft 3. So not sure how or if these players join with the new graphics. We do see Sonik here, top right, one of the top elf players in Europe, and he's going for Keeper first. Not a common choice in the FFA meta, but not a bad one either. Especially if you have the micro to like control him later on, or if it doesn't mess up your micro, to have him first instead of third. Foggy going for Demon Hunter first. Not the female Demon Hunter skin, but the male one here. And Qwest, so the only professional FFA player in this one, being the last minute replacement for Trunks. He's going for DK here. Also the male skin. And last but not least, Hawk. Probably after Qwest, the second most experienced FFA player. He played an FML season even. And yeah, he's good, but he's...
Yeah, I think Hawk, he's been like not so well adjusting to the FFA scene as compared to players like yours.
Yeah.
Yours used to play in FML and did quite well there, especially with 100 food armies and 80 food armies.
Yeah.
Whereas Hawk is more like Ramboing with whatever he's got from the games I've seen.
Yeah, I agree. And yeah, he seems to... He seems to react very aggressively whenever... I don't think he has the perfect mindset for competitive FFA games, but he might be able to win this one, as he's surely a strong player, and I guess he has more FFA experience than Sonik and Foggy. Foggy is not... I think Foggy also, with his creative playstyle, I think he's able to win FFA games, obviously, but
it's all about how well you can adapt to a different game type, right?
No.
He's opening up with Demon Hunter Panda, so I think it's a good combo to start off with. It's a very normal or standard combo in FFA. Also, this map is good for early aggression, so I think it's good for the solo players, to be honest. I think Qwest has to play his A game to stay alive to the freeway.
Yeah, he's creeping this center very...
It's gonna be very contested.
Yep.
They didn't agree to expand clockwise or anything, and now we see Hawk engaging against Sonik already.
And that's a very early engagement, and that will open up a lot of... or will allow Foggy to creep probably more than 2 mid red spots here. Foggy losing, Sonik losing the Shredder, very painful. And also Qwest with his Qwest BO, so extremely early tech. He's a bit behind creeping wise as usual, and so that's a great start for
Foggy, right?
For Foggy, yeah. And Sonik goes for Priestess second, so that's interesting here. Might be able to defend with all these treants, so Keeper actually paying off. I
think it's great against the defend footman, to be honest, and Hawk has to retreat.
Having to TP here, and my computer is turning like it's going crazy here. I hope he's surviving this match. It survives. Alright, so Qwest here, DK level 2, and he sold his TP as usual. Lich almost level 2. Like all these units look so nice close up, but I really still have difficulties telling them apart if I'm in the normal view. Yeah, same for me. Okay.
So Hawk is engaging again, and he's creepjacking Sonik at the red spot.
Wow, but Sonik got the big golem, so that's really nice. And something we haven't mentioned yet. So this is one of the most commonly played FFA maps with its Fountain of Manip, And this was an adjusted, or is an adjusted version with a random building in the center, but it turned out to be a fountain. I think it could also turn into some other buildings.
Yeah.
Okay, so everyone goes for counterclock mid-expansion, and I'm really surprised that Foggy didn't go for this one. Like that was...
Yeah, but I think maybe he's aware that every player has to have one expansion in the middle. So maybe he's
he could have crept it though, I guess.
Taking it. I think he crept it.
Did he?
He was there before, yeah.
Yeah, he was there, but then it's still showing as a red.
Only 2 creeps left.
Okay. It's the first time actually I see the marketplace. Looks pretty fun. Like pretty nice. I like it. It's just from a like the perspective is a bit odd, isn't it? Like if you look at this marketplace, it looks as if it's slightly in a slightly odd like rotation.
We got the drums. I think Foggy is playing really well, as if he knows FFA.
Oh yeah, and Hawk is playing exactly as we announced it. Yeah. It's just
he's just engaging without checking if there's a free expansion.
And he has an MK level 2, but there are so many creeps, and he definitely can't fight this with an MK level 2. Like there's a worm even. So.
But the water elements are pretty good against the gargoyles, but he's got a worm too, so it should be no problem for Qwest to fend this off.
Yeah, this worm is dealing some major damage here, and this MK might die. Does he have a coil? No. Ah, okay. Slightly low on mana. So really a weak move by Hawk to attack here, even before taking his own center expo. And now Qwest can happily creep the center if he realizes in time. Like he has the perfect army to creep it.
This is the exact opening I saw Hawk do back in the day in FFA, just mass Griffin Avery. And just go ham on every player. And Sonik is opening up with Priestess of the Moon second. I like that choice.
How do you like the being a human player? How do you like the human units? Like look at these Dragonhawk riders. I think they are really beautiful.
Yeah, they are really beautiful. I hope they're better than in, but it's the exact same stats and skills they have, like the Frozen Throne, right?
Yeah, they haven't, as they want to allow like crossplay. Like they haven't adjusted any
skills or anything.
Any skills.
Because,
so now
I think the Dragonhawks are a bit weak, but I still like them a lot in FFA, especially against mass air.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you often see Tinker these days, and obviously Dragonhawks became a bit weaker against Tinker. But I guess back in the days, every second elf played Dark Rangers, so I guess it's still the same. And interestingly, Sonik managed to creep the center here, and I think it was a big mistake by Qwest to not go for it. Yeah,
Qwest is going for Hawk now. In FFA, usually if somebody attacks you, you expect them to attack you again, so preemptively attacking Hawk instead.
Yeah, I think I'm a bit surprised by his decision. I think he could have either crept the middle first and then attacked Hawk, or he could have gone for Hawk right away. I mean, Hawk had a half HP MK and that's it basically. So
yeah, and it's not like it's easy to tome Hawk because he's a good solo player. Even though he's got the hero level disadvantage, he's gonna kill some of your units for sure. Even gets a worm there. And so Foggy is going on Sonik now.
Wow, these bears, they are finally fixed. In the first version,
so big.
In the first version they were way too small. Now they seem a bit too big.
Now they're grizzly bears.
Yeah, I really like them too. And I need to quickly close my window due to the fireworks.
Sonik is in deep trouble right now.
Like these chimeras are way smaller than the Druid of the Claws.
It's funny, like I could imagine Foggy could get to be a good FFA player because he plays very creatively in solo also.
I mean, he just joined our FFA Masters channel today, so maybe we can get him to play. And he showed some, maybe, he seemed to get bored by the one-on-one, like competitive one-on-one, understandably.
Moment, yeah.
So he showed some weakness in recent one-on-one events. Maybe that's our chance to get him to play FFA.
It's not gonna be easy for Foggy to kill off Sonik here because he's got Chippo army right now. He can focus the bears. But the chimps are really low on health, so...
And it's very difficult to I or at least for me, with these archers, like they are not really small.
Squishy with those heroes, they can die so easily against the demon hunter.
Yeah, and for me it's very difficult to see how strong the army is. Like this army looks smaller, as it seems. Yeah, Foggy needs to be a bit careful with the DH here, and the panda might die, but I think he will still be able to break this. He's TPing.
He has to force him to TP.
I think
in Foggy's case, he should just let the panda die and stay there. But
yeah, or TP and move out of range with the rest. Like there was no hero here except the bottom. So okay.
Can come back and tome some more, I guess.
And we do see a fight here in the bottom, at the bottom between Hawks. And I think he overcommitted a bit on the Dragonhawk riders now against Garks. It's difficult to play them efficiently.
I always regret going for Griffin Avery against undeads like this, especially Qwest, because you know he's just gonna mass Garks. He loves his Garks.
Yeah, I guess with tanks would have been the safer bet, just some tanks. And this Dreadlord is level 3 now, so it's not easy to keep tanks alive.
And also do a combination of Dragonhawks and Gyros. It's also good in the early game.
True. I really like that everyone's playing different stuff. That even both elves here play different heroes, and
scary for Hawk. He doesn't have an expansion in the middle, and it's the same for Sonik. I think one of those players will be the first one to exit. The way it looks right now.
Yeah, I mean
Sonik
Sonik looks
the second middle expansion.
Yeah, I mean Sonik is on 2k gold still, but apart from that, he looks more dead than
Hawk, you would say. Yeah, because Hawk's got towers and stuff.
Yeah. But on the other hand, I don't know much about Foggy's playstyle, but Hawk, at least some FFA games that I've seen him playing, he left very prematurely. So I could see him leaving very, very quickly if this attack gets through. And I don't expect them to piece.
I thought he would play more like serious now that it's for 100 euro or dollars, I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. There's something on the line.
Yeah.
Wow, and a lot of chimeras here for Sonik. That's a lot of chimeras. It's like 8 chimeras.
Sonik is not focusing bears now, he is. The bears die so fast with chimeras.
But these are some drides. It's so difficult for me to see, like what's purple here, like.
Yeah, it looks all blue on the high screen. Maybe you can change the colors. Okay, maybe I should not touch anything because it's gonna.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Okay. I touched it, but it's fine.
Okay, and here the bottom Hawk is forced into a TP.
For his life. He's defending well, but he's just running away from Qwest ultimately. You can't fight him.
Yeah, this Archmage will live, I guess. He has one... yeah, he can heal it. Oh, will it die? Okay, he healed it now.
Paladin is in trouble. Mountain King too.
Yeah, so it seems Hawk will be out of this first. Some siege tanks rolling in. These siege tanks look pretty scary.
Yeah. He's probably saying I'm dead or GG.
Yeah. What's he doing with this paladin?
I think he was typing.
Yeah, and I like that Qwest went for this third middle expansion very, very quickly. Like, Qwest is so great on all this economy, macro type stuff. Like, he's never missing out on any expansion.
Oh man, it's lagging. Okay,
Yeah, for me too.
It's fine. Yeah. He's a very macro-oriented game player, I would say.
Yeah, he's never missing to be on 50 supply or 100 supply whenever he needs to. And Hawk is out of the game. So it is Qwest with, what are his hero levels? It's so difficult even to click on that stuff.
544.
544, right? Ah, you even see the levels. You're right. I should have.
Yeah, I didn't get the settings, so I have to press Alt all the time.
Ah, okay, yeah. I changed the settings. Foggy is on 653, so he is able to use his ultimate in the next fight, and I like that he's going for mass strides here since Sonik is heavily investing into chimeras, and Sonik has an expo less, 2 expos less, actually. So he's basically stuck with these 6 chimeras, and
looks like Foggy will try to end Sonik and go for 1-on-1 versus 1.
And I think Qwest could even drop to 50 now. I mean, knowing that he's up against. Okay, but Sonik seems to know how to
How to play FFA? Yeah.
how to play FFA. I mean, it's not a bad, like, many times players are calling help too early, but in this case, like, he's really dead.
This is a smart thing to do. Just go for the economy.
And I'm not sure it's a wise call by Foggy to be on 88 supply. Like, first of all, I think he needs more Moonwells, and I think he shouldn't fight this on 100 supply. Like, he had 2 expos for such a long time and was dominating, and he got very little out of it. Oh, and Sonik has a lot of chimeras still.
It's just the Dryads are just not very good for toming somebody fast.
That's true.
They're very slow, and you can kite them.
Yeah, I guess it's still, like, Dryads are a viable choice with the Demon Hunter, but I personally think it's just very difficult to play mass Dryads. Like, there are situations where you really need them if you have no other chance to catch up in hippo production, for example. But in this situation, it's just very difficult because you can't really end him. You don't have, like, base race capabilities. Okay, but he is getting the priestess to level 4, and as usual, Qwest is saying, okay, I'm going to help, and he's cross map, and he's not really hurrying to help, and he's in a good spot. Like, he has 4 expos running soon, and
I think Qwest is going on Foggy now, so I think it's the right call. But Sonik is actually attacking Qwest, so
interesting.
I'm not sure what's going on.
Interesting. Yeah, that's okay. TP will come in, so that will actually be a nice tome here for Qwest, who is a bit behind in levels.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Foggy doesn't give a shit. He just finished Sonic's main base, so Sonik is out, and this will be a quick one-on-one between Qwest and Foggy. And I don't see Foggy winning this, to be honest. I mean, he is going for mass expansions now, so I guess that's a good first step. But Qwest is just very experienced in this, and I'm not sure if Foggy is.
Yeah, but yeah, it's the Dryads combination. I don't think it's that strong. So against Maskarks, you can just use healing scrolls and stuff.
Yeah. Well, and that was a very nice tome here for Qwest, really. Like, he's on 555 now, and.
But I think Foggy's army is probably better against Qwest than it is against Sonik.
Maybe, yeah, but I still dislike that he's chasing him on 90 supply. I think that's, first of all, like, he will be supply blocked in no time, even if he gets this expo finished. Just takes one hero, like one Moonwell kill, and he's dead, basically. So.
Yeah, I think he should just call for peace with Sonik and try to engage Qwest now.
Yeah, I mean, that's what most players would do, but in these kind of games, you always have one player who's not, like, who's just not.
Foggy just dropped down to 80 food.
Okay, yeah, that's good, but like he's on.
It's not the right call though, because Qwest is mining more than he is.
Yeah, and Qwest just took some of these mines recently, so there's way more gold in them, and it's just it's tricky. But yeah, I wonder if he's not willing to peace because he actually thinks he can easily win the final one-on-one. I mean, he's scouting, so he's seeing now with the owl, and it's the first time I see owl, and it looks pretty nice actually.
Yeah.
I like it.
Maybe he's underestimating how hard it is to finish a player in FFA. Really tricky. Unless you got mass TP or something.
Yeah, so Sonik is out basically. He's trying to rebuild at the bottom right, but yeah. I think it's with 90 gold it will take a long time for him to recover. And Qwest will, as I guess Qwest may is he scouting really? I'm looking for shades. There are not many shades, so I'm not sure what his vision is exactly, but I think it would be a nice call to go to 100 ASAP and try to finish it quickly.
Qwest is known for not having shades out.
Yeah, that's not his...
I think he just listens to chat and, but he's also scouting with his gargoyles.
Yeah, and he has a very good game sense, so I don't worry about it too much. And obviously representing the FFA community, like it
it's
wouldn't be
really good for Qwest this game.
Yeah,
he got maybe the easier 1v1-2 against Hawk, who was attacking Sonik at the start of the game. So
and yeah,
crippling them both.
And he scouted the last building of Sonik and is going to kill. Okay, yeah, he can't TP. Can he TP? Oh, he can TP now. He can TP now. Oh, but he lost his keeper.
Yeah. Sonik doesn't give up, does he?
I guess. Okay, now he's trying to hide the tree. Like he's.
Okay. Foggy is going for the kill on the priestess, but I think maybe Sonik will be ended before.
Yeah, he got some new moonwells here at the north, but I think this is it. And Foggy managed to get up to 6k gold, so that's not bad. And he has more gold now than Qwest, and Qwest is pushing to 100 instantly, knowing that that's the last building. And that's especially if you don't expect it, this 100 supply push can be very scary if you're not. And I think that's something maybe like a solo player might not be used to instantly go 100 supply, because you never want to be 100 supply in one-on-one usually, unless you're like in very few occasions, but not if you're mining on like not if you're going to mine 3 expos. But in this case, it may break his neck if he doesn't.
He's got a lot of workers right now, so not so much food in army. Might be something that can cripple him a bit for next fight.
I think
Foggy is still 83 food, so he needs to go to 100 and.
I think the biggest risk for Foggy here is that he has only 6 moonwells and 5 of them are very exposed. So
they're outside the main, or
yeah. So I think if Qwest would attack into this main base, it would be a very quick win. Wow, what's that?
Go to the beast. Okay.
Wow, that looks.
Yeah, this is gonna be really tough.
Okay. Foggy on 71, so this goes clearly in Qwest's favor. He only lost 5 supplies so far, while Foggy is losing everything here, I guess.
Yeah.
He's pumping units.
Army, he should play mass ground. I think, like only dryads.
Yeah, it's very difficult here to cast this. He used the Metamorphosis. Might be able to defend here, but still.
Yeah,
he nice staff.
It's really low. Yeah.
Oh, Lilich, nice coil here. I'm really surprised that.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised that Foggy is staying in this. Okay, now he's TPing.
Yeah, it's good he saved the heroes, but also he lost all his army.
Yeah, and now Qwest has instant access to the fountain. What fountain is it? Is it Fountain of Health?
Qwest is still at 87 food.
I think the Inferno looks not as good as I had hoped. I like the current Inferno more. I think it's not bright enough.
Yeah. It doesn't look so badass.
No.
It looks like something from, what's it called, the movie? I can't remember. Nightmare Before Christmas or something like that. Tim Burton movie.
Wow, Foggy on 65 supply and he lost 4k gold by pumping up. So I think he lost around 60 supply, I guess.
Yeah.
And Qwest not so much. Qwest only like 15, 10 to 15.
But he might get some Gargs here.
Oh yeah, and now with more hippos, he's definitely able to defend this. So Qwest needs to be careful. Also, Qwest doesn't have too much gold, and he's still up against a lot of expos. So, where's Qwest TP?
He's only massing hippogriffs.
Oh, and Qwest has no TP. Needs to be very careful here.
Yeah, Panda's gonna save the day, I hope.
Yeah, I mean it's very nice for Qwest here that there's no keeper against him. I think it's almost impossible for Elf to win this if the undead kites well.
Yeah, but also like the priestess doesn't add too much with only hippogriffs.
Exactly. Yeah, I think the priestess is pretty useless in this scenario. Question is Qwest going for like the safe play, or does he want? He goes for the fight, and he still doesn't have a TP, so he has to win this fight.
It's a bit risky, I would say.
That's super risky, and
hippogriffs are usually better in straight up fights.
Yeah, and he needs to pull back now, and he's on the wrong side here to get a new TP. So, I mean, it's also you're not
instantly going back to 100 again.
And I mean, you're not as used to scouting in this. Wow, what a staff!
Yeah. The hero saves from the solo players are just on point.
Yeah. Despite the new graphics, I think it's very difficult to. Ah, the staff.
Maybe they're playing with classic graphics.
Yeah, true. Wow, but the Demon Hunter can't escape here. Really, is the staff on cooldown? I can't really see it. He has a staff of TP, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
He's trying to use it, but yeah.
Nice sleep. Oh, he has no more mana. Can he survive?
He needs a staff.
Yeah, he's dead. Do you think Qwest should get for? Okay, he can't finish this expansion. I think he should try to go for the main base ASAP, kill the altar, and it's basically GG.
I think it's safe to kill the mines right now, because that way he doesn't have to fight against Foggy next to the Moonwells.
Okay, and he's taverning anyway, so yeah. Qwest using his acolytes in the center to kill. Oh, there's a frog. There's a frog. Look at this frog.
Where is it?
Next to the to Foggy's expansion in the middle.
Oh.
And if you scroll in, looks pretty fun.
Oh, yeah, I see it. Oh wow, it's beautiful.
Like, it's so crazy that you can scroll in to that degree, but it's just still like if you play like in normal ops perspective, it's just not the Warcraft 3 that we know. But so no matter what they would have done with it, it's like it's just different. And I'm not sure if after 20 years I really want to start playing a new game basically. So it will be a difficult decision.
Yeah, I'm a bit worried that I can't tell what units or what's going on in the fights with the new graphics.
Yeah.
So that's about my my worry at this point.
Yeah, I agree. Wow, and I'm really surprised. I mean, Foggy spent his last gold, so he's on 300 gold, but okay, Qwest is finally getting a new TP. Qwest's on 92 supply, 2k gold, so he's definitely in a good position.
He can still lose this
for
with
sure.
a bad fight, yeah. But Foggy has to win the next fight. I don't think he can win if he loses again.
Yeah, being next to the fountain is a very nice position here. And he sees Foggy's army now, so... Oh, and
Foggy has to defend this expansion. Okay.
He isn't. It's...
Yeah, now he's got no gold.
Yeah, he's on 1 mine, and with Qwest being on 2 still, and he even has his main mine, hasn't emptied his main mine still. And this is, if he uses all his Gargs, which he isn't. Yeah. Not really microing all his Gargs, but it's still enough to win this, as it seems. Wow, what a staff on the Priestess. If he keeps his DK alive, maybe killing the Panda would be... Yes, that's the Panda. And that should be GG.
Yeah.
Nice. So...
Well played by Qwest.
Yeah, perfectly executed. And this was a pretty nice example where you saw that some FFA skill is... like that you can learn how to win FFA games, even if you're not like perfect in micro-wise, you're still able to pull it off because you're just more smart in your decision making. So
yeah, this is how macro wins against micro, I guess.
Yeah. So yeah, very well played, and was a fun one. Was only taking, as expected, was only taking like 40 minutes, but that's around roughly the time that I planned for this. We will cast the final TBR match in 2 hours. I'll turn off the stream until then, and yeah, thanks for casting this, and
thanks for having me on.
Yeah, have a good one.
See you later.
Bye bye.